So today on Is It Worth It, we've got the brand new shape Audi RSQ3, and the Q lineup of cars in Audi's range are SUVs, but this one has the RS badge, and the RS in German stands for Rennsport. But what does that give you? Is it even worth it? Well, we're going to find out. Let's get right to the video. So the Audi Q3 started life way back in 2013, and it was to compete with the likes of the Porsche Macan, as Porsche were really taking quite a big slice of the premium SUV market. So the Q letter has quite a lot of significance to Audi. Not only does it symbolise Audi's Q lineup of SUV cars, but also it signifies Audi's own motorsport history with the Audi Quattro. Yes, its four-wheel drive system made famous all through the rallying era. So this is the 5-cylinder engine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a bit more different to your standard 4-in-line engine. You get a bit more power than what you would in a 4-cylinder, but it sounds similar to a smaller V10. And the reason behind that is the way the cylinders are angled. Very rare these sort of cars would have a 5-cylinder, but you're getting this, the RSQ3, with the 5-cylinder. I mean, it's even in the TT RS, you're getting it in an SUV. If you want an Audi RS SUV, you've only got two options. You've got the RSQ3, which we have today, or the RSQ8. So there's only two variants. So let's talk about the front design on the Audi RSQ3. Now this is Audi's new design language, but it's been kitted with the extras for the RS edition. So at the front here you get this nice silver detailing, and that carries on all the way down on the bottom splitters here, also on the sides, and you've got famous Audi honeycomb grille with quite prominent 4 rings of the Audi badge. So it looks really smart. This is the Sportback equivalent. Now you can get the RSQ3 standard and you can get the RSQ3 Sportback. Sportback means 5-door. Yes, it's a full 5-door SUV, but it comes with a sloping coupe-like roof. So you get all the benefits of a full SUV, but with a bit more sporty styling. Now the RS elements go along across here. You've got the silver detailing on your wing mirrors, and you've got this nice chrome effect, black tinted windows as well on the back. Also, you've got some chrome detailing on the bottom here and 21-inch alloy wheels. They have the Audi Sport logo printed on, and also you've got some very nice red RS featured brake calipers as well. So yeah, all in all, looks very nice. So let's talk about the rear, and the RS trim design continues as you've got this silver detailing at the bottom, some very nice bold looking diffusers here with silver tip exhaust, so they're quite big and fat. We've got the Audi badge centered in the middle, the RS logo here. The LEDs are shaped with this sharp edge look, and what I do like, the LED light, they give this singular pulse. It's quite cool actually, and you get that when you indicate. And you've got the Sportback design with the rear glass just underneath, so it does look like rain could just fall straight off this, but you've got rear wipers as well. The reason I'm making such a big deal about the Sportback design is because RSQ3 customers, Audi does think that 60% of them will end up opting for the Sportback rather than the standard RSQ3 SUV.
So let's take a look at the specs. This 21 plate is Audi's 2nd generation RSQ3 and uses the Volkswagen Group MQB2 platform, which is also used for the Skoda Kodiaq and Volkswagen Tiguan. We have the 5-door RSQ3 Sportback in Mythos Black, which in itself is a £700 extra. This comes with Audi's famous 4-wheel Quattro system. However, this is the Haldex setup, which means even though the system can implement 4-wheel drive, it is actually front-wheel drive biased, meaning the rear wheels are only engaged when the front start today. The 4 wheels are powered by a 2.5 litre TFSI turbocharged petrol engine with the rare 5-cylinder transverse setup. This power is driven by a standard 7-speed automatic dual-clutch S-tronic gearbox with flappy paddle, and gives 394 brake horsepower and 480 Nm of torque, and a top speed of 155 mph and a 0 to 60 time in 4.4 seconds. Economy, depending on how you drive, you would be looking roughly around the 20 to 30 mpg mark.
So what's the interior like inside the RSQ3? First off, what I do like is the choice of materials. Some imprint of carbon fibre here with a Quattro logo on there as well. Throughout, you've got chrome plastic elements that highlight the 10-inch touchscreen, which is obviously the centerpiece here. And this has Audi's MMI interface and virtual cockpit as well. So it's 12.3-inch virtual cockpit for your heads-up display. The design of the vents are very sharp looking, almost like inside an Audi R8. The seats as well have this Audi famous honeycomb stitching design, and also you've got the RS badge embossed onto your seats as well. And you've got your brushed aluminium pedals. I do like how big the steering wheels are in Audis as well, and also you've got the cut off. It's very sporty looking. Overall, the cabin inside is very airy. You do get very big wing mirrors, got the near collision detection, so that'll light up yellow, which is pretty cool. What is nice though is you get your floodlighting with the Audi RS logo on as well, so that's cool at night. On the door cards, you've got this strip here, which is like a hard brush plastic but feels premium, and you've got a toggle here to open the door handles. Small door bins. So here in the center, you've got easy to use piano keys here, not all touch screen, and you've got your dual air con as well, all tactile buttons with some dials as well that you can use. You've got USB-C and standard USB-C, and in here you've got a compartment where you can put your phone in. This is your gearbox here. You've got parking, reverse, neutral and drive, and obviously you can switch that to the side, and you've put it into Tetronic, so you can use the flappy paddles behind here. You've got your automatic handbrake and auto hold with a 12-volt charger there. Enough space, storage space in there as well, just to fit some decent sized items. So what's the practicality like in the RSQ3? First off, legroom. It's not the best at all. I mean, I've even shoved the front driver's seat a little bit forward, and yeah, I'm struggling. I'm gonna have to put my legs either side. Probably even forget about the middle passenger, especially if he's got legs as well. It's just not going to work. You've got hard plastic there for your passengers for their legs, so you've got no choice really, just put the legs either side. I get with the coupe like rear, your roofline's going to scope down a little bit, but in terms of headroom for anyone taller than 6'2", forget it. If you're 6'2", you just about fit in. Let's talk about the seats. They're comfortable. You've still got the same stitched honeycomb effect. You don't get the RS embossed on here. You've got some nice comfortable headrests. It's just very cramped and spaces at a minimum here. You do though get an armrest with some cup holders. I think they're big enough just for some cans. You don't get a ski hat. In the middle, you've got a very basic setup. There's no USBs or anything really to stick your phones in or your tablets. Very basic fan to just control. There's no buttons, you've just got to do it all yourself here. Your view for your passengers is quite small as well. But what would be good is if they just got rid of that C-pillar. That would look pretty cool. That's the practicality for the RSQ3. Not the best. So let's take a look at the boom. And all you do is click the button underneath the Audi badge. It's electronic tailgate, very easy to use. And first off, you've got a very low load lip, which I do like. So chucking stuff in is going to be very easy. And you've got some very nice black carpet here as well. Looks pretty comfortable in here. At the sides here, you've got some quite deep cubby holes. You've got an Audi badge first aid kit here as well. Underneath, you've got your standard compression kit and locking wheel nuts. The seats do fold down, but the storage space in here is actually okay for a sportsback. It's up to 530 litres. You do get more in the standard RSQ3, but with the Sportback, you do have to limit your boot space a tiny bit. Before we get on about the drive, I want to talk about how good the driving position is. Because you're in an SUV, you are slightly higher anyway. Yeah, you can almost see the very end of the bonnet, and you can see it just sloping down. And that's good when you're around some corners fast, because remember, this is the RS edition. A lot of people might be buying this thinking, yeah, I'll have the RS because it's the top spec and the best line, but it is quite a serious sports SUV. I mean, when you've got that RS badge, you're paying for something completely different, and if you want that, you've got it. But just don't be expecting long motorway journeys to be extremely comfortable. The seats are nice, don't get me wrong, but you will just be feeling a few bumps. The cabin might be shaking a little bit because of the RS sportier suspension. Let's talk about this gearbox. Now, it's an S-tronic, and for the most part, it does really well at switching the gears. Can get a little bit confused though, especially when you are tinkering with the flappy paddle. It will judder a little bit. When you do the kick down, there is a little bit of lag as well. So you've got 5 different modes within the RSQ3. You've got efficiency, so it'll give the most fuel efficient drive it can. It's got comfort, where it'll just soften the suspension slightly. Automatic, give you the best of both, and dynamic, where it would essentially just give you that bit more of a sporty feel. And the last one, the RS mode. You pop it into that, straight away the digital cockpit display comes up and the revometer's staring at you and it's dying to go. Not only that, as soon as you press the RS mode, you can hear just a little blip from the exhaust, just to let you know, yes, it means business. I think the Q stands for quick. That's what it is there. You do turn heads in this car, not only for its looks, but the sound. It's really good. I love it. It's fun. Almost like a smaller V10 sound. It's brilliant. And of course, it's a bit of a shame saying that really on that note, because Audi are stopping the V10s in the Audi R8. So this might be the closest you can get to it, to be fair. So let's wrap up this video review on the Audi RSQ3 Sportsback. Yes, it's got that Sportsback coupe sloping roof. But do you know what? I think it's a great looking car, and you get that amazing performance with that rare 5-cylinder engine. And it doesn't come without its flaws though. Practicality isn't the best, and also that firm ride, if you are thinking of taking it on longer journeys, may be an issue. A big shout out to CARTIME in Bury for letting us review this RSQ3 Sportsback. And if you are interested and would like to know more, the links will be left in the description below.